What is up, y'all? We're here for our weekly energy oracle forecast. Hope you're doing well. We're just going to take a look at the week ahead to see what kind of energy we will be living and moving and having our being with and in. Kind of looking at the spiritual weather for the week ahead. I was absent last night for Secret Teachings of Jesus, and we did not continue on with the Gospel of Mary, only because I did not want to shortchange the portion. I wanted to give it my all. I was actually up filming. I got home from work late, and I was filming our 2026 prediction series. I wanted to finish the quarterlies last night, so I didn't end up having enough energy to stay up and also do that episode as well. So forgive my absence, but I was hard at work for us for the channel. So my goal is hopefully to get this series finished and up available before Black Friday. But either way, it's going to be ready by the end of the year. So yay, look forward to that. Already it's proving to be so helpful and so specific. So far I've completed the yearly overview, and then I just finished the quarterly breakdown. So that, what am I getting a notice? I don't know, something distracting. So anyway, quarterly breakdowns, very specific, very helpful. So I'm really proud, really excited. Okay, so this week there is all kinds of potential for new life to start blooming, for sproutlings to break soil. I love this. And our renewal is coming from like our core, our root, our sacral healing as well. So like, I think that we've been going through some trials through the Scorpio season, and Scorpio is like the water of water. So our this area here, it's like the pelvic bone and the lower spine, and the violet is like springing up out of the spinal cord from this pelvic region, and this is where your sacral chakra is. The violet is a flower that comes in February in Pisces season. It's like the first sort of burst of spring magic or some life to show us that, you know, winter is coming to an end, one of those first flowers. And it said that the first violet that you see, you should pick it because it holds a lot of magic for you. So this is like bursting forth that new, it's like hinting at this new magic, this new life ahead, and seizing this new magic that's coming like at the threshold of the end of winter into Pisces season, transitioning into Aries season. And so here it's like we're healing all themes associated with the water element, right? Where that would be like our emotions and our feelings and our intuition, getting clarity so that we have greater ease in navigating the dream world and the astral realm, and remembering our dreams, and being able to tap into that intuition and the guidance and trust it and choose it decisively and discern it clearly. This is also like healing guilt and healing like shame issues, especially anything that is rooted around like sexual issues or beliefs that you were given or programming around sex, or feelings of shame around sex. Anything like guilt and shame that we hold in our sacral chakra blocks our creativity, and it blocks our ability to bring forth our goals and our desires into fruition. Blocks that birth canal, that fertility there. So Scorpio season is also about transformation, because it's about going down back into the waters. Like the waters of baptism represent our lowering back into the abyss and the washing away of our egoic programming. And it's like our self-emptying, our unbecoming, our undoing, our voluntary spiritual death the death of the soul, so that we can be brought forth up out of the water, cleansed and brought into a new form, a new creature, reborn from the waters of creation, right? From the very beginning of, the Genesis, when God was separating the waters, or even when the universe was void and without form, God, in the form of the dove and the wind or the breath of the Spirit hovered over the waters, right? So we have new life coming forward this week. The portion this week has to do with Sarah, the patriarch, the wife of, or the matriarch, the wife of Abraham. And it's about when we make ourselves small, like with humbleness, with humility, like spiritually small, and we don't puff ourselves up, but we give in humility, and we are seeking out ways that we can transform ourselves and become better and gentler and kinder. All those ways that we humble ourselves before the Creator and surrender to the process. Those are the things that make us greater in the upper realms and open us up to receiving blessing and miracles. But if we puff ourselves up and act so big and important and make ourselves self-important in this life and seek recognition and seek power and the ego, then we cut ourselves off from those blessings, right? So it's about, being in humility and not hubris this week. The humility, the way that we not shrink yourself as in an also egoic way where you're the victim or you're shrinking away and hiding your light, but from a transcendent way where you're not looking or reaching for your validation or self-importance, but you're humbly showing up as a servant, trying to do your best and give your best, so that you are a greater vessel and an ambassador to the Creator, to the light of the Creator. And so when there are opportunities to give and to share, you do so with humility, not, like, hey, look at me, look at what the acts of service that I'm doing. It's, wow, like, I wish that I could do more. I wish that there was more that I could do. And you're not seeking for credit and you're not seeking for something in return. It's true giving, right? Showing up to our gifts and to our purpose with a sense of humility, a sense of responsibility, a sense that we are here to give this gift, to serve this gift for others, for the sake of others, to use this gift for the Creator. What have I been given this gift for? What have I been given this purpose for? How can I use this to help others? I'm humbled by this opportunity and this gift of this responsibility, this position I've been put in to be a steward of these gifts and talents. How can I use them for the sake of the Creator and for the sake of others, right? Knowing that even in our growth, it's like we can always there's always so much more that we could do, and so much need in the world that needs to be met. And to, like, even if we know that something is meant for us, that it's ours, that it's set aside for us, that it's like our destiny to have it, even if that's true, even if the Creator has it set aside for us, in our humility, we should not reach to grab that thing and take it as fast as we can, but rather surrender and realize, okay, that thing is set aside for me, but it's in the Creator's timing. I'm not going to reach for this. I'm going to wait until it is offered for me. I know that it's mine. I know that it's there. I'm going to do everything to align myself with receiving this thing, but I'm not going to be neurotic or controlling about it. I'm not going to be entitled to this thing. I'm going to receive this graciously and humbly, with humility, when the Creator sees fit for me to receive this thing. Because when I am fit to receive this thing, then I can have it fully and in fulfillment and wholeness, and it won't leave me, right? But if I take it before it's ready, then I'm going to get sour grapes, and it's not going to be sustainable. It's going to implode on itself, and it will be taken from me because it will reveal darkness and not light, because I wasn't fully prepared to receive this thing for it to reveal light. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay. Wow. Okay, what else? Ooh, here we go. Memento mori. All right. Knowing that, we have this one life as this identity, and life doesn't go on forever, that our days are numbered. And that's what should give us motivation to make the most of this life and not let our ego rob us of our full potential, and to look to see how much life has changed since we have confronted our ego, and how much we have fleshed out and come along. Looking back on who we used to be, that part of us is dying away, and we're letting go of that. And we're letting go of the old story, moving forward in a new chapter with new life, with a new appreciation for life, knowing that it's temporary, knowing that we don't get any guarantees, we don't get any promises. So we have to seize the opportunities that we have. We have to seize the day, seize the moment. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. It's not when everything goes right that's the day the Lord has made. The days that everything goes wrong, those are especially the days that the Lord has made, because those are the days that we get to navigate and reveal our next level of faith, of grace, of mercy, of compassion, of understanding, of wisdom. It doesn't happen when everything's hunky-dory, when everything's perfect, right? So the difficulties maybe that Scorpio has offered us recently, maybe we've gone through tests, maybe we've gone through trials, maybe we've gone through tribulations, and we're thinking, why this again? Why this again? Well, it's for the sake of your growth. It's for the sake of revealing your most wonderful, awakened, aware, conscious self, most self-realized self, more self-mastered self. And sometimes it takes feeling that discomfort of our lesser self coming back up to rear its ugly head again, for us to say, no more of this. I don't want anything to do with this mindset, this consciousness, this clouded ego judgment, that's getting in the way of true fulfillment and a life truly lived and truly felt and truly appreciated. All right, and we have fire. I love this. It's fire. It's fire, hun. Fire, babe. We are like rebirthed. We're tapping into that Kundalini energy. As we are shedding that old skin, we're revealing new wisdom and new understanding, and that is sending clearing out the blocks in this area. It's allowing for that Kundalini to rise up within us and awaken a new life force, a new life. We've got marigolds here, and we have sunflowers. These are representative of the light, of the sun, of revelation, of illumination, of Christ consciousness, of a new day, of a new era, of fire, of passion, of catalytic energy that begins something and takes off, right? This is the fire being stoked in the fire of our desire being stoked, right? We talk about the fact that we can't manifest anything without desire. Desire is the magnetism, right? We've got the conscious clarity, and we have the visuals in our imagination of what it is we want. We've got the clarity, we've got the conviction to speak it and name it. But it is not only do we need clarity and matching energy with our actions, but we need desire to draw that in. Right? It's the clarity that projects the signal, and it is the vibration that we are projecting the signal with, but it's the desire that's pulling in, that's creating the magnet. And that is in the fire and in the intensity that we do things in. Recently I happened to see a clip of Steve Irwin talking about his love of animals and wildlife conservation, and his wife was sitting behind him and she's just watching him in awe and in passion, like it's all over her face. She's just sitting there barely able to contain herself with how much admiration and like pride and loyalty and support and just esteem that she's just like looking at him with, because he's just going on, and he's going on with such passion and conviction about how he's like, oh, I love money. I want all the money in the world. And you know what I do? I want to get all the money I can, and I'm going to buy up all the land, and I'm going to protect the land and save the land and save the animals. And I don't even care where that money comes from. I'll take it from anybody, mate. The one thing that's the most important is that I can save the land, that I want to buy it up and preserve it. And like, she's like, like, you know, it is so much fire. And the caption on the video was like, I've never seen more passion than there is contained in this 1 minute clip. And it's so true. The one thing that made people love Steve Irwin so much was the conviction and the intensity that he did everything with. And so when we go to our task, whether that be meeting up with with someone that you don't have the energy to do it, but like you need to just bring that fire into that situation. You don't want to do it dragging your feet, because then you're bringing the wrong energy and the wrong consciousness, and you're planting the wrong seeds in the meeting or in the lunch or whoever you're with. There's room for the opponent to get in when you're not coming at it with running there with enthusiasm, right? When there's a task at hand, do it with conviction, do it with passion, do it with enthusiasm. Even when we don't feel like it, especially when we don't feel like it. If we say yes to the thing, let our yes be a hell yes. And if we can't make it a hell yes, and there's possibility for separation to occur from us bringing not good energy because we haven't, like we don't have it to give in that situation, then let your no be a no. And let your no be no because of a place of giving. Hey, I can't give you my fullness. I can't give you my all. I don't want to risk bringing bad energy. So let's reschedule when I can give better to this, right? And if you are going to show up anyway, then decide to show up running arms wide open into the situation, giving all you can with enthusiasm from the depths of your heart. All right? That is all for tonight. I can't wait to finish the 2026 prediction series and get it up and uploaded for you guys. And I will tell you more as things develop, but have some sort of plans about how I'm going to release it in different options. So I will tell y'all more as we get closer to that bridge. All right. Peace.